Right then, petrol heads. Ever wondered what happens when you turn that key? It's a symphony of engineering, a magical dance of mechanics. Let's lift the bonnet and have a gander. First, you've got the battery, the heart of the electrical system. Turn the key, and it sends a jolt to the starter motor. This little fella spins the engine, like giving it a good crank. Now, air and fuel mix in the engine cylinders. The spark plugs ignite this mixture. Boom! A controlled explosion. This pushes the pistons, which turn the crankshaft. It's this turning force that ultimately moves the car. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Before we talk about moving, we need to delve a little deeper into the engine itself. That's where the real magic happens. Think of the engine as the beating heart of your car. It runs on a 4-stroke cycle. Intake, compression, combustion, exhaust. Sounds complicated? It's not. During intake, the piston moves down, sucking in air and fuel. Then it's compression time. The piston moves back up, squeezing that air-fuel mixture tight. Next, the spark plug ignites the compressed mixture. Bang! The explosion forces the piston down with tremendous force. This downward movement is the power stroke, the muscle behind your car. Finally, the piston moves back up, pushing out the burnt gases through the exhaust valve. That's one complete cycle. Now imagine this happening hundreds of times every minute, in perfect harmony across multiple cylinders. That's your engine working hard. Right, so the engine's spinning like a caffeinated ferret. But how does that power reach the wheels? Enter the transmission. This clever box connects to the engine and transmits power to the wheels via a series of gears. Manual transmissions give you, the driver, full control. You choose the gear using a clutch pedal and a stick shift. Automatic transmissions do the gear changing for you, using a complex system of gears and fluids. Now that power needs to go somewhere, right? That's where the drivetrain steps in. Front-wheel drive, FWD, sends power to the front wheels. Rear-wheel drive, RWD, sends it to the back. All-wheel drive, AWD, or four-wheel drive, 4WD, powers all four wheels, perfect for those slippery situations. Section 4, steering and suspension, keeping your car on track. So we've got power going to the wheels, but we also need to steer. That's where the steering system comes in. Turn the steering wheel, and it rotates a steering column connected to the front wheels by a system of rods and joints. Power steering uses hydraulics or electric motors to make turning the wheel easier. But what about bumps and potholes? That's where the suspension saves the day. Springs absorb impacts from bumps, keeping the tires in contact with the road. Shock absorbers dampen the spring's movement, preventing excessive bouncing. The control arms connect the wheels to the car's chassis, allowing them to move up and down while maintaining control. Section 5, stopping power, brakes, and safety systems. Driving fast is all well and good, but you need to stop sometime. That's what brakes are for. Press the brake pedal and it activates hydraulic pressure, forcing brake pads against brake discs. This friction slows down the wheels, bringing your car to a halt. Modern cars often feature anti-lock braking systems, or ABS. ABS prevents the wheels from locking up during hard braking, allowing you to maintain steering control. Section 6. The supporting cast, other essential car systems. Now, aside from the big players, we have a supporting cast of systems that keep your car running smoothly. The exhaust system carries away harmful exhaust gases from the engine. The catalytic converter helps to reduce harmful emissions. The muffler reduces engine noise so you don't sound like a raging bull. The fuel system stores and delivers fuel to the engine. The fuel pump draws fuel from the tank and sends it to the engine, where injectors spray it into the cylinders. The electrical system, the battery, provides power for starting and other electrical components. The alternator charges the battery while the engine is running. The cooling system keeps the engine from overheating. The radiator circulates coolant through the engine, absorbing excess heat. This heat dissipates into the air, preventing engine damage. So there you have it. From the spark plug's fiery kiss to the transmission's intricate dance, it's all interconnected to deliver the thrill of driving. Remember folks, respect the machine, keep it serviced, and it'll keep you moving.